Okay, so doing a VOD review for Team A versus Team B. We're focused on Team A. Magneto and Emma in this game. Interesting. Emma save, no Magneto ban, Luna ban prio. Interesting. Okay, interesting. I guess both teams rely on Magneto, so they're not going to ban it, but it just seems a bit odd. Cool. So, especially when you want to play a Punisher comp, it just seems a bit odd not to ban Mag, but I guess you're playing for support ults. So you're forcing the enemy team to play this, which honestly is like the most freest game of your life for these two. Like, they have no defensive that can really deal with this situation. Because like Loki has to then go copy one of your backliners to really do anything. So you just play really front to back. And your Loki can't really do much, to be honest, in terms of copying. He has to copy Raccoon ult every time. So let's see how you guys approach this fight. The fuck is this turret? Nice line of sight you got there. I see you're shooting a pillar. Cool. Punisher is already in a really bad situation. Really bad turret placement. And tanks are playing a little bit too passive because of that. Basically, you should be just looking to just sit behind Walker tanks and just... Obviously, you could break line of sight and then jump up here if you really wanted to, or whatever the case is. But yeah, support's also quite far back based on the situation. And Psylocke goes up by herself. I mean, Invis, cool. I mean, you guys are a little bit desynced already because your Psylocke's going in. Emma's on the payload pushing. Mag's not pushing. Punisher's still in turret. Like, Psylocke doesn't kill the Storm, which is unfortunate. Maybe like one heal hit him or something like that, or a Raccoon, whatever. So it's just very decent. Like, their Emma's shooting down at our Emma. Our Mag's still protecting nothing. Psylocke's going in. It's just very decent. He's still on turret. That's crazy to me. Okay, you're off. So, like, if you just bombard these guys up high ground here, you just push them down. And then you kind of just take space after that fact. So this situation, your Mag could stay up here and put pressure. And then Emma can push the cart with, like, Punisher and the Psylocke, and the Mag can hold the high ground if you guys force them, or force them down, which then allows the Psylocke to go behind and create pressure. And then the Mag can shoot over the shields in this situation. You have a better front to back comp, and also your healing is better in this scenario. Emma's taking so much damage. Emma doesn't die. So it's like the pressure right now is very decent in the fact that, like, Psylocke's already pressuring. Tanks are not really in a situation to pressure. Supports aren't in line of sight, or one of the supports aren't in line of sight, and neither is one of the tanks. It's very, very decent, like, overall. Just not on the same page, it looks like. I don't know who's calling what. I don't have comms. But right now, it's just very decent. We get a pick. Okay, so... We get a pick, but... Look at the HP bars. Need to stabilize. And then go again to push. Psylocke is taking a lot of attention here. But no one's really maximizing it. Okay, he's being healed now. Okay. Bro, what is your fascination with these turrets? Also, what is this angle? Like, you're just gonna get absolutely... I'm pretty sure you die here, don't you? Like, get your Mag to stand in front of you. Like, ask for resources here. Like, if your Mag... Like, if your tank's position over here and then you do it, I am so down. But, like, the fact that you just wide swing out in the open in front of all of them with no pressure on the back line, try and do turret, and I'm pretty sure you just die. Yeah, you got cleaved. Okay, cool. The Psylocke is pressuring again in the back line. Like, this is so decent. Wait, how did your Mag get over there? Oh, you got pulled. I mean, not much you can do about that. It's get pulled. Forge. Kind of strange he gets pulled double shield, but it is what it is. They use low-key lamps. Like, literally, the enemy team's comp is so goddamn free because, like, you play around this ult, you bait lamps, you ult the backline, they can't do anything. You play around this ult, you get ult, and what's the Loki gonna do? Copy Raccoon? Like, unless he pre-copies these, which then you basically bait it. If he pre-copies one of these, you just sit and wait, and then you just pull the trigger afterwards. Even if you have to take a dry fight, like, you literally will just win off of ults alone. If you just understand how to rinse and repeat and rotate resources. Farlock dies. And they just push you back. You're feeding ult charge at this point. I mean, I guess you're getting support ults, I guess, at this situation. It's fine. Punisher is only 50% ult charge. Emma, only 50% ult charge. Nice push. Huh? I have no words for that. You just needed mag bubble or the tanks to be a little bit more aggressive or something. I feel like this ult is a bit grief. I guess you get one out of it. Psylocke is very, very deep. There's no follow up for it, so and the Raccoon ult kind of negates it almost. Okay, so you get one. So right now you're up 2. 1, 2, dead. This ult's already running. You have cloak ult. Honestly, I feel like you can kind of just end it here if you just cloak ult forward and push hard. You have to win the fight before the storm comes back. If you do that, but then you also have Punisher ult if you can try and burn it quick enough. But let's see how you guys play this. Cloak ult is very deep. The storm gets rezzed. Oh, that's also a factor. Oh, he's died again. Okay. So they use cloak ult. That's also another factor is if you cloak ult, you're kind of giving Loki the cloak ult as well. Because you're diving very deep. I didn't really think about that until just now. So it's something to keep in mind. Like, I feel like if you just saved your invis ult here and just used invis just to finish it off, I'm pretty sure you just like then you yeah, it's just very desynced in the ults. Okay. You guys win it out anyway, so right, so far at the start, very desynced in where you wanted to push. Punisher prioritizing too much of his turret and not really just shooting, which leaves him to be behind an ult charge, and also just not really having any impact whatsoever in the first like fight, other than getting like the final hit on the player at the beginning, and ults were a little bit scuffed, didn't really maximize them. Like the invis ult was quite troll, and then this ult really wasn't in a situation to be followed up from, so it was basically just alone, and it's like lucky it got a kill against the storm because they were all stacked. But obviously they used lamps, so it was nice like timing. It's just that tanks need to be a little bit more aggressive, or the silent need to be a little more patient to get the maximum amount of value from it. But yeah, because I feel like we didn't need to actually use cloak ult there. It was just like the situation that you guys put yourself in. Because like you should have right now both support ults, or at least at a minimum one of them. Okay, let's go. So we get it in. So we're not all quite there. I'm not sure why Emma is so far back. Like, just need to be on the same page. It looks like you guys are pressuring hard, but you're down 1. Okay, so right here, right. Look at my Punisher and look at my 2 tanks. I guess you're trying to just bubble him. Oh my god, that was wild. Okay. One tank needs to like use protection in front, and then the other one uses protection from behind. Emma's shield was a little bit weird placement, but you got the job done. Okay. So everyone's regrouping, everything's fine so far, nothing's like too bad. Okay, so right now you're kind of giving up the hype. Okay, I was gonna say. Psylocke, your Psylocke is like the Psylocke. I understand you're trying to catch off and burn resources, but it's the pressure at the timings of which you're doing it, because it's like all of them are all here. All it takes is this Bucky to have like some semblance of like awareness, and you just get grabbed and you die. At least that's how it should play, and also the fact that they have a Psylocke now to match you. You have to play a little bit more conservative at the situation, especially when you don't have Flake. So we use Emma ult. We get a kit, but we get a pick, but we trade. So they're down to support. We're down to DPS. I feel like one thing that I see a lot, so that they are so far back and so flustered by this Psylocke. We're also wait. Is Mag DC? Or did he die? I missed that. When did Mag die? Huh? I need to watch this back. How does my Mag die? I think he just DC'd. Okay. That explains a lot. I was like, where the fuck is the Mag? Okay. The Mag DCs. You're in like a 5v6 situation right now. I guess that explains why you guys are so like pushy. Okay. I mean, that wasn't that bad considering the situation. Punisher is like playing like so far back, which is odd. Like the shotgun is so busted. Like look, you just fucking pump them, man. Just stand behind your two tanks and just rail them with shotgun. You have Sue, you have Cloak, like you have like these two characters that are really good when you guys are all bunched up. Like the Psylocke is whatever, but like if you three stack on top of each other, so like not like inside each other, but if you stack on top of each other and you enable the Punisher to just fucking shotgun their tanks, like what are they gonna do? Like they have Raccoon, they have Loki. And if anything, if your Psylocke is pressuring in the backline at the same time as you, like, so basically the way you should do it is, basically, let's say for example, your Psylocke is hiding behind them. Let's just use a, like, let's just say this is their box. Why is my pen over here? This is their box. This is where they are, and then ours is like Psylocke is behind, and then Emma, Mag, and Punisher are here. Like, if you guys simultaneously pressure at the same time, they can't focus the Punisher and the Psylocke at the same time. And the fact that they're playing like a suboptimal comp, in my opinion, like they don't have a defensive that really does much for them if you have this ult or this ult. Unfortunately, your Mag is DC'd, but like it seems that right now you guys are very desynced in the aggression, and also your Punisher is way too passive. Would rather sit on turret instead of like being up with the team. So I guess that explains why this map is so goddamn long. Because he comes back. Okay, cool. You got his ult charge back. I actually didn't know that you got your ult back if you reconnected. Hey. I'm not sure why you're trying to poke. Like, you have your ult already. You're not killing the mag. You're just feeding ult charge to supports. Okay. So let me explain something to you guys real quick. So when you play this lineup, when you run down here, you have to deal with this, you have to deal with this, and you have to deal with this area. But instead, if you guys take control of up here, you control this side, and you control this, you control this, and you control this. And you can also control this area over here, because they're focused on this area. You're making your Psylocke's job a lot easier if you control one side, rather than controlling the middle. Because if you control the middle, the Psylocke has to come from up here, or has to navigate around here, but their attention is already in the middle, so it pulls more focus towards this side because they don't have to look like this. So basically you want them to look like this rather than look like this. That makes sense, because they'll see the Psylocke over here, they'll see the Psylocke here if they're playing in this box here. So you should be taking the fact that you have this high ground and they're not really hardly contesting it, and just, even if you have to navigate the long way around, and just create this, because you have Punisher, you have the line of sight, you have the better like comp up front, but you guys want to run down mid. It also enables their Psylocke to do what they want, and also get in positions that they want. Because like Emma is up there, you gotta get her down, you guys are scared to peek because you're getting railed from above. The enemy team kind of gives you what you, kind of gives you opportunity, to be honest with you. A nice assassination. Just blow your low because it's basically fight. I mean, you just win this just because you just fucking... Right? You win this, right? Yeah, I mean, like, this comp is so free against what they're playing is actually disgusting. Like, you literally just farm Punisher ult, farm style, and just press all buttons and they just die. So here, you're trying to get staggers, but you want to try and control the high ground as quick as possible, which is what you do here. You want to control this as quick as possible. Cool. You're alone. Okay, that could have been really bad. So, I don't understand what it is, the fascination. Why are you on the payload? Like, the biggest problem for you guys right now is getting through this bottom part unscathed. The payload pushes by itself. Yes, the Psylocke could touch, but I would much rather a team play in the power position, win a fight 5 versus 6, and then go back to the payload after the fact, and then keep it pushing. Like, you have decent amount of time left. A little bit of a fuck up in the first point, and then obviously in the second one we had the mag DC. But I feel like right here, it's like you're not really able to hold the space because they have 2 tanks pushing your 1. Your Psylocke isn't creating pressure. Your mag is trying to hold it down 1v9. The enemy team is kind of, I mean, like, look at this as well. So let me go back. So you're creating this angle. Like, you're all in this angle, which is the strangest thing ever, because if you just step up here, this is a line of sight breaker. You can rail this tank, you can rail this tank, your tanks can take more space. Like, so loads of teams do this, and it drives me nuts. This line of sight, yes, you can shoot the enemy, but guess what? They can shoot you, right? They spam, this guy's AoE, you're all stacking. This guy's going to go behind you because you're all stacking on top of each other. It's making it easier. AoE, AoE. So, like, you're all stacking. But instead of using this as a line of sight breaker and focusing on this area or this area, like your mag, like, for example, if your Emma's up here with your team, you guys can focus this side and your mag can create an off angle this way. And your supports are safe and sound behind here, which is blocked for all this, but their tanks aren't, and their supports aren't, because you hold the map control. And also, I'm pretty sure in this situation they're not even fully regrouped, but you're not in a position to punish them. So, like, Psylocke is over here, Raccoon isn't in the fight, Loki's behind it. Like, you guys should be fucking running these guys down. But instead, you're playing suboptimally, and your Emma's on cart for some reason. Like, oh, imagine if your Emma's here, you run these guys down, man. And also, like, you need to play more aggro and get out of the line of sight. Like, you're all in this line of sight here, and it's actually disgusting. Oh, look at that. You died to spam. Aw. I'm not gonna lie, these invis-ults have been quite troll. You invis-ult, but you're all running out of it. It's not in like a, like, they can like break line of sight. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. You got like what? Like maybe like half a second worth of value from that invis-ult. Like, popping it, this passive is insane unless they're W king. If they're on you, like inside you, and you pop it, sure. But they're outside of line of sight. The tanks are nowhere near pressuring. You're not in a position to pressure with it. Your Emma's still on cart. Like, I don't know what... Yeah, that invis-ult was just troll. But I also don't even know what you guys are doing as a whole, because it looks like you all have different ideas. Like, Psylocke is coming back from base. Emma's on cart still, somehow. Yeah, no direction. It doesn't look like there's any direction here. Your mag is like 1v9, by the way, up here. Like, just putting it out there. And now your Emma's going to get pressured out. She's going to burn resources. Like, imagine how free it would be if, like, they contested cart here and you guys just ran into them. Also, another thing is if you're on the high ground here with Emma ult, you can ult over the shield. You can ult around here. You could even jump down and rotate behind them and then ult. There's a lot of things you can do with it when you have the space. But instead, you decide to ult on a line of sight breaker corner. They have 2 shield tanks. So it's just a little bit odd. Because I'm pretty sure you get no value with this. Yeah, you get no value. Your guys' ult usage needs a lot of work. So, right now you should just use the mag ult to stabilize, or use it against this. So let's see how we use it. So we Emma ult. So Winter Soldier uses his ult. Cool. We're a little bit slow on the mag ult. We hit no one. Who could we have hit in this situation? Just hit the Emma at this point, like, or just hit, I mean, they have no lamps, I'm guessing. Let me slow this down. I mean, if the mag's protecting, like, this guy is dead. Like, a lot of mags will fixate on supports, but in worst cases, like, if you can't hit the support, just hit something else that isn't protected. Like, imagine if you threw at the Emma here. Like, yeah, hindsight 2020, you don't see this guy, but imagine if you threw at the Emma, you killed both of these. Well, actually, you probably don't kill because you overshield. But you probably get a weak and you pull her out of invis and then she dies after the fact. I mean, then you die. Yeah, I mean, your guys' ult usages are just terrible. For lack of a better word. But also just like the positioning and rotations and just the fact that you guys are playing like a bunker comp, but you're not really playing it like a bunker. One of the tanks is always on cart for some reason. Mag, what is this? what is your guys' fixation with running in the open and jumping up the staircase instead of just taking the safer route? You're feeding ult charge, and you're burning your bubble before the fight even begins. Someone gets hooked. Okay, we get one somehow. I don't know how Psylocke gets a kill there, but okay. Like, you're literally being bailed out right now by the fact that someone on the enemy team is dying for some reason. Gets rezzed. Also, another thing is you're making it so hard for your healers to actually play when you run all over the place like lunatics, because, like, your AoE healing is here, and then obviously when he has R&B or E, it's like this. But, like, if you run in a straight line, or you're grouped up so that he can line of sight, he can heal so much easier. But it's like you have to heal here, you have to heal here, you have to heal here. Like, you guys are all over the place. The only person who should be by themselves is a Psylocke. Okay. Why? What are we ulting here? Oh no. Punisher's ulting. Let me just break line of sight and run around the corner and wait for him to finish his ult. Let's see how much value you get from this. Also, this Loki lamps are crazy. In the end, it's not bad. But the only reason why it's not bad is because Loki blew his lamps randomly for no reason. And the fact that you literally just pressed all of your buttons. Nice bubble for Mag. Nice invis ult. We get a kill. Nice bubble again. Why did we not... Wait, hold up. I didn't realize that. Cloak ult? Question mark? It's like last fight territory. Like, your up numbers, they're staggered. They're staggering even harder. And you didn't cloak ult. I guess you don't get punished for it because they're just staggering out and trying to contest the cart. But I feel like it just would have been cleaner if you just ulted. There was a situation there where you could have probably came back and lost. But, I mean, right now it's like, so far, the conditions that are irritating me is, one, your, like, frontline / backline pressure simultaneously is way out of sync. Your Punisher is always wanting to play in Narnia and rarely uses shotgun. Would prioritize his turret over anything else. Ult usages, especially from like the early 1 to 2 stages, were really bad in the sense of like invis ulting to save themselves when they're not really in any danger, and if anything they put themselves in danger. And then also not really like just understanding the win condition of the comp, which is burn Loki lamps and just press Q. It's as simple as that. But also, like, again, like, not really maximizing the Punisher in the sense of being up and aggro, positioning wise. Also, in just in terms of map rotation, you're making it easy for the enemy team to play. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but fortunately, the enemy team didn't really punish you for that situation. But that's, bro, you gotta be, if you're on this turret, okay, at least it's not behind a wall. What's this invis doing? Sorry, I was someone calling. So far the Emma should be pressured out more. Like, this Emma should not be allowed to just walk up right now, especially when both tanks are here. I think you guys are focusing on this. shotgun form run into this guy and push him back. It's just not really focusing on the right stuff right now. I'm guessing you guys are all shooting at Mag. Okay. Mag drops for some reason. Touch cart, that's fine. Psylocke is in the back fighting Hela. So like, one thing obviously is really risky for Psylocke to fight Hela unless there's pressure. Because obviously, in most cases, Hela will win out the fight unless the Psylocke can burst. But like right now, you guys are doing a lot of damage. Like this guy should die instantly. Like should not be allowed to play the game. Mag is trying to play aggro, but you guys are pulling back. Like there needs to be more simultaneous like pressure and simultaneous fallback. You guys are just a little bit out of sync. Like that guy should die. The Emma should be pressured out. There should be like, it's kind of crazy to me. Like where's the Winter Soldier anyway? Oh, he's on point. Sorry, I'm stupid. But if you guys want to hold like this, you guys need to like pressure simultaneously. It's not so bad so far. You're kind of selling your Psylocke a little bit, but okay. Mag dropped. In this situation, I would rather Emma dropped the touch cart, because what that allows now is for you guys to do this. Run behind. Mag isn't as great in this situation. I guess he does have a really good off angle and he is railing. The problem is he's pushing, and I guarantee you guys don't push. Like if you guys push and he pushes, like these guys have to focus him. This Mag will have to focus. The Raccoon has to heal the Hela. Like you just create such a really good pincer point. But I guarantee you don't do that. Oh, you guys are killing me. Your Mag is like actually, like, not gonna lie, this Mag player is actually kind of 1v9 in most cases. Like he, apart from that one issue situation where he ran up the stairs, the Mag player is playing pretty good. It's just you guys are not on the same page. So now he's half HP. You get a pick. Cool. Especially when your Psylocke is like over here as well. Like it's so free to just like run at these guys. The Hela is trying to deal with him over there. The Hela's in main. Like Hela, like Psylocke, Mag hit here. You guys hit here simultaneously, and it's so free, especially with shotgun punny and the comp that they're like running. I mean, Mag just kind of gets sold, I feel like. Yeah, I mean, you guys aren't aggressive enough for the situation. Also, you control this med pack if you play a little bit more aggro here as well. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Mag's a little bit too aggro, but that's because his team is not on the same page as him. Like, look at where you guys are. You guys are scared of Emma. Like, your Mag is taking all the attention away. Your Psylocke is taking all the backline attention away, but you guys are scared of Emma. For whatever reason. You have two healers, a damage dealer, and a tank versus Emma. And you just kind of just sold your Mag down the river. I'm guessing Punisher got pretty low. Yeah, we use... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. There's a better ult. Focus one target, please. Okay, now stabilize. 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 You're down one. Okay, cool. So far, not the best, but not the worst. Enemy team is trolling a little bit too, but... Psylocke's being marked out. Okay, you're good now. You guys can go again. Psylocke needs... There's no way you let this Mag... Okay. As soon as this happens, you all need to get down. They're all grouped up now. They're running at you. Psylocke really isn't in a position to help. You guys are giving up the high ground. Like in this situation, you just need to dip. Especially knowing now that they probably have double support ult for how long this fight's been going for. Give space. It's cool. shoot what drops. Punisher should have died in that situation, or Emma, whoever, one of those two should have died. Winter Soldier, like, what the actual 7 hell is actually happening? So, Mag is in Narnia. Okay, so right now you guys should pressure, if you can, try and help the Mag. Or Mag can take the jump pad behind him and try and just pull them away. Your ults are just so suboptimal and not, like, look at the line of sight they have here. So, they're already running away, that's clear. This guy has mobility, this guy has mobility. None of these guys are dropped. Mag's not in a position to really die in this situation, and neither any of you guys. Punisher can't shoot through walls, and Cloak ult is not really doing much in a situation. Like, look what happens when you press Q. You've blown 2 ults. I don't even know why this guy mag ults. It's obviously like just a reaction if it, oh, this person did, and also the fact that he doesn't even throw it down this way. Kind of crazy to me. I guess he was going for Cloak. Okay. So who wants to tell me how much value you got from that? Minus, because your Cloak's now dead and the mag didn't even ult him. Just the timing is really bad. Like, you need to be in a situation where you kind of like stabilize on the corner here, like force them to drop, and then you look to play, or you group up here. They drop to go point. You guys take the jump pad back up, control the high ground, then you pressure, and then you use your ults. But instead, you guys try to do like a 50, 50, 50, and they're not even like in a situation to really punish them with the Punisher ult or the Cloak ult. That was nice. Like, their comp is just so Exodia. Like, your comp is so Exodia. It's actually crazy. And the fact that now this gets to 22 minutes is wild to me. Okay, Emma's controlling high ground. Okay. Emma drops, it's fine. Emma ult is decent, but there isn't like any follow-up. But you got 1 kill, it's fine. Surprised it didn't try and support ult there. Getting a little bit messy. Okay. A lot of Psylocks do this, and it's something that's relatively easy to fix. Don't need to keep pressing Q. So, like, the more, like, I understand that you learn lamps. Lamps is on, like, what, 20 odd second cooldown? Once they burn the lamps, you give space. Psylocke sets up. Psylocke goes for a hit. And then you simultaneously pressure at the same time as the Psylocke goes in. Whereas right here, instead, as we'll see, they blow lamps. We're giving space. Why? Just, they have Raccoon ult there as well, which makes it even worse. Like, that was just... So, your 2 win conditions for this comp, you've got 0 value from. And now you don't have it, or you have it defensive now, but you don't have this. I guess you have this for Hela ult and for this ult. They have a lot of ults, so they should kind of win this fight now. Unless we can get Punisher ult up quick. And then protect it properly. So let's see how you guys play this next fight. You do the same thing. Like, you ult too quick. They're not committed properly. I mean, you get a kill. I'm not actually quite sure how you even got that, to be honest. You blow 2 ults. I mean, you got minimal value. You got 2 ults. Also, that invis ult is just... There's no reason to pop it there. You have double shield in front of you. If your Punisher's dying in that situation, then it's just a positional error. I guess he was low. So you blow 2 ults and you get 1 kill. And I guess they used Raccoon ult. Which was out of line of sight anyway, so like the Raccoon ult was placed here. If they walk this way, they don't get the shielding anymore. Guess it could have been worse. Could have not gotten a kill. Huh? Oh, you're swinging so wide for like no reason. Like so what I like to call this is like the L. So this is the line in the L where your team can everyone can shoot this line. Everyone can shoot down this line, right? Right? And not all of them can shoot if you stand here. So if you stand on, let's just draw this cleanly. So the L formation here. This is your line, and then their line. So as long as you're in this part here, hugging it as close to the wall as possible, you can shoot them and their front line, but they can't shoot you. Only the front line can. But when you do this, not only are you pulling yourself away from cover, you don't have a fallback point, but also they can all shoot you. You're not causing them to wide swing. You want them to wide swing so that you can shoot more of them, and they can shoot less of you. But when you give them the wide swing, they can shoot more of you, and you can't shoot them. And you also can't keep up with heals. Yeah, we use cloak ults. Huh? Damn, it should die. Stable, 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 stable. Oh, this is messy. I mean, just win to diff because you will just need to stable. Okay. Let's go back because this was just rushed. A lot of teams do this. So Emma TP's back by himself. The payload is in an okay spot. You can still get another retake. So you don't need to rush to and get flustered here. You just, like, right here, if you know the fight is lost and you can't get out, fight and down the payload, and then you reset with this TP play. Instead, you TP into their team whilst people are low HP, and they have like God's ult on the map right now that can just wipe you. Gets a reset. Gets a reset. And now you've lost the TP play. You've staggered. And they're pushing the cart 3 at the same time. So you don't get a second fight anymore. I mean, you guys had like an okay-ish hold. I think it's more comp diff than anything. And obviously just play a diff. And then you guys kind of piss it. Wait, what? Okay, that's very unfortunate. Now you're down 2 ults. And you're gonna stagger. What is happening? Everyone's all over the place. Bro, whoever that is DMing me, can they not? You guys are just staggering so hard. And they are just W keying you. All of this came from that one play on first. They have all map control. They're gonna stagger you even more. One sec. Sorry. Yeah, you guys are just getting hard staggered. Hard staggered. This was actually really good from Team B. And they're going to maintain map control as well, and they're going to force you to walk through chokes, and the payload was pushing the whole time. You guys just got hard fucking staggered. All because you tried to force it. Like 2 panic mistakes. Not 2 panic mistakes, but 2 rushed mistakes. Just way too... I mean, lucky you get 1. Like, it's just too early. Like, you're just pulling the trigger too early. I don't understand this. Like, look at where you are. Your Punisher is standing in front of your tanks. So he ults. They're just like, okay, I guess we just leave. You walk slower. The lamps weren't burnt before you went in. Like, just pulling the trigger too early. You got 0. You got 1 kill again, but you used 2 ults for it again. They use 1 ult, come back. Punisher's being hard ran at. I mean, enemy team knows the win con, and they've decided to push it. And also, you've lost a lot of pressure now with the Psylocke change. Guys, just staggering again. No, you're not, because you got laying on point. So. Well, no wonder this game is so back and forth. Holy. Both teams can't focus out mid-fight. It's so hard to keep up with what's happening. What the actual hell is happening? Okay. Finally. Jesus. Okay, let's see how you guys set up now. So far, your first point was decent. Your second point, well, I say decent, it was like, okay. Your second point was just pure stagger and rushing. Let's see what you do here. Hela is... Okay, nice push, nice aggression. Play around the left, like, play around the left side here because you're in line of sight of these guys on payload. Run at these guys. They're doing the same thing that you guys did with the line of sight issue, but also no one's touching cart at this point, so you guys need to win this fight cleaner, a bit quicker. Nice pressure from the ML whilst the Hela was in ult, but the mag, like, where's the rest of the team in this scenario? Where's my Punisher gone? Did he die? Oh, he died. Wait, what's he doing down there? Oh, he got pulled. Another reason why you don't play this side. Play this side. Harder for them to swing on, grab you on a situation. But you play in the open here, and you're exposed to every single angle here, and you're exposed to the staircase. Whereas if you play on this side, you're only exposed to like wide swinging here, I guess here, and then here as well. Just narrowing the amount of angles that you're exposed to. Like, imagine if Punisher's alive here, and the mag is so passive now. Okay, he forced the hell out. It's fine. Okay, I'll forgive him. But it's just all over the place again. Very desynced. No real clear. I mean, Punisher's back, so it's not so bad. You're not really playing around the Punisher ult very well in terms of the fact that you guys always use it when they can just run away. The pressure and the fight is not committed enough for you to do it. Like, I think you've used on defense what 4 or 5 Punisher ults, and we've always used it when they're in a situation where they can just run away. The fight is not committed enough, or you're not in a high ground position where it forces them to kind of like lose all the space that they had. Support ults have been a little bit better, and not ideal. Who are we focusing? Emma, I'm guessing? I mean, this is a nice off angle for Mag. I like it. I really wish Hela was with him, though. Like, in this situation, Emma controls payload, Mag and Hela go for, like, these sort of situations. And then you can just rail them on the backline, causing so many crossfires in this situation. You don't need to all be on cart in this situation. You got Punny, you got Emma, you got double support. You just need to create a situation where you can access the backline instead of playing front to back. You're playing against double shield, and then Hela goes for a play. Okay, it's fine. This is nice from Hela. What did you jump down? Oh my god, that's actually criminal. Oh, fucking Jesus. And you die to Raccoon. Oh. Yeah, I mean, too slow. And then Winter Soldier just wipes you. Yeah, I mean, I need to go on being called. But, the problems here right now is, like, ult economy is out the window. For one, you're rushing every situation, and no matter what, you're always blowing one of these support ults with the Punisher ult when there isn't like a realistically situation that he's gonna die, as long as the tanks stand in front of him and utilize their bodies, and obviously you just heal them because like you've got Invis shield, you've got Mag shield, you've got Emma shield. You've got healing from just the supports in general, like popping. Like, instead of you popping your ult, why don't you use your R&B on cloak, use your E on cloak, use your shield on Invis. Like, you don't need to commit your ult instantly, especially when they're not committing anything back straight away, because you could have used those ults to deal with Winter Soldier or Hela or Emeralds or whatever the case is. Or just in general, like a brawly, stabilized fight. It just felt like whenever Punisher pressed Q, you had to press Q as support. I'm not sure what the situation is there. Obviously, you've got Mag Bubble as well, which is like baffling to me. Like, everything that's utilized, and like you're using 2 ults and you're getting like 1 kill every fight. And then obviously, after the first point, you guys got flustered, it felt like. And then every single fight after that was just not planned, rushed. People making small mistakes, standing in line of sight, being weird, like chasing people. I don't even know what happened after first, to be honest with you. You got staggered to beyond belief on second. The enemy team took full advantage of that, actually played very well in terms of controlling the map, forcing you to run through chokes. And then when they let the foot off the gas, you guys walked in the door, pressed Q immediately before you even had a chance to break the corner. Like, at least get closer to the corner before you do it. Or at least force them to engage a fight. Because, okay, let me put this into this perspective. If like I'll use the same thing as a Psylocke situation. So let's say, for example, the enemy team is here and your team is here. They're already running away and you're chasing them already and pressing Q while they're already running away. Like they're giving you space. But instead, like if I go back to it, to the actual, oh my god, this camera. Let's just use this corner as an example. So here, let's imagine there's a wall here. So if you press Q here and the enemy is here, they run away, right? Whereas if you walk forward to here and then you start the fight and commit to them and then you press Q, they can no longer run away safely now. Does that make sense? So it's like your Q usages are too rushed. You're not engaging in the fight beforehand. This happened with the Psylocke. This happened with the Punisher. This happened with the Cloak. This happened with the Invis. Like, those ults in this game got so little impact. I mean, the Punisher on attack got a lot more value because the enemy team kind of like gave you a lot of space in most situations, and there was no really way for them to run. And the Psylocke got a lot of value as well with the ult combo as well, and the fact that they don't have a defensive. I feel like honestly, if these guys had a defensive ult this game, I low-key think this team probably would have just won it flat out. Just my personal opinion. But yeah, that's my VOD review for this map.